The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
WVTC, reaching the world with positivity. Music to get you through your day. Winning victory through Christ is the only way.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back. It is Monday. It is the last Monday of this month, guys, and I am back in the building. I am super, super dope excited to be here, guys. And I have an awesome guest, guys. Not only do she follow the show, but now today she is a part of the show, guys. Welcome to my vision, my journey. Welcome to the boardroom, to the table, and one of my good girlfriends, Teresa Horton.
Sharon, good morning, everyone.
Hey, Teresa.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I don't have to talk to you on the screen today. I can talk to you live today, y'all. Guys, Teresa Horton is one of my good girlfriends. Guys, we go way back. Oh, Teresa, how long has it been?
Over 25 years.
I don't know her over 25 years, y'all. This is also, this is not just any type of guest. This is special because this is home based over 25 years, guys. Good morning, y'all. We're going to get into it later on, guys, why I got Teresa in the building, guys, because she's a dynamic individual, and I don't want you guys to miss out on the journey that she's been on. And so we got some things to talk about. We got some important things we talk about that's happening in the community. That's why I got her in the studio today, because I want you guys to know what she got going on. But we can't start our show, Teresa, without saying good morning to some of our people that's watching today. And they bright and early on today, y'all. They bright and early, y'all. So welcome to another segment of My Vision, My Journey, where I'm sitting very comfortably in the visionary boardroom where only like-minded individuals can sit at this table. And I see the hearts and the thumbs going up on Facebook. I appreciate you. I love you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and say good morning to you all if y'all still watching with me. Who first up? Mommy. Mommy, y'all know my mom. That is one of my biggest supporters, Mama Balark, Freddie Balark. I thank you, Mom, for checking in. She said, good morning. Beautiful ladies looking beautiful. I thank you, Mama, for chiming in with us this morning.
Mama.
Appreciate you. Who else we got chiming in this morning? I see we got Lilia. Lilia Keys is on this morning. Thank you, Leo. That is one of my other good friends. Guys, y'all know who she is. That's the caterer. That's the Southside caterer, y'all. Because she be catering something any and everywhere, like, guys. But she was on my show as well. Key Works Association, that is her foundation. Lilia Keys, she's always doing wonderful things in the community as well, working with the youth and also giving back to the community. So I appreciate her for jumping in there this morning. I say thank you so much, Lil. I know she's always working hard. Grand Rising, y'all know who that is, Mr. Gerald Miller. Y'all can check my brother out. That's my other media brother, guys. He is on Mondays as well. So check out Gerald. Appreciate you, Gerald. Who else we have in there? Oh, Ken.
Ken.
Would that be Teresa's hubby?
Yes.
Ken, good morning, Ken. Thank you, Ken, for jumping in and watching us this morning, guys. So we are back in the boardroom, guys, and I'm excited because it was a lot going on this weekend, Teresa. Girl, I had a lot going on. How was your weekend?
It was good.
It was good.
Very good.
It was good. So, guys, I'm going to let you know who she is. Because I know y'all like, you talking to her. I know that's your girlfriend, 25 plus years. We done found that out and all that things. But who really is she? She's a very quiet individual, but makes a lot of noise in the community for these people out here, y'all, for the South Side, for my girls and things of that nature. From a financial side, she financially has it going on as well. She can help you out from a financial side of understanding what you're doing financially. But also she's a wife. And she's a sister. And she's an awesome girlfriend of mine. Welcome to the boardroom, Teresa. One more time, y'all. Give it up for Horton.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we back on.
Thank you.
So, Teresa, tell everybody, what side of town are you originally from?
I'm originally from the South Side of Chicago.
And what high school did you go to?
I went to Thornwood High School.
Thornwood, y'all. Thornwood in the building. I like to let everybody know where my people are from, guys, because we be in here. It be a competition around here about these high schools. So she went to Thornwood, Teresa, and currently let everybody know what you got going on, sis.
So currently, as Sharon mentioned, I do work in financial services. I've been in financial services for 25 years.
Okay, 25 years.
More specifically, investment operations.
Okay.
When I'm not at work, I'm working in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently the president of Distinctively Me. Our organization is here to serve young girls
Mm-hmm.
between the grades of 6 and 12,
Mm-hmm.
helping them with self-esteem, mental health,
Okay.
giving them a creative outlet.
Okay.
And so, yes, I'm excited.
Okay. So why was it so important for you to be a part of Distinctively Me organization?
Well, when I found out about the organization and the programming that it had, I thought, I wish I had this when I was growing up. I wish I had a safe space to have
Really?
those private conversations
Mm-hmm.
that you can't have with your parents, but you want to have with a
Somebody.
group of friends in a safe space. And I thought since I couldn't have it, I would like to give it to the young girls today.
Wow. Wow. So even with Girl Scouts back in the day, because that's what we had, Girl
Yes.
Scouts. So, Girl Scouts was not enough for you. You didn't think that was a safe
No.
space to. Okay.
No.
Okay. It's awesome that you say that. So what side of town are these young ladies from?
So we cover the whole Chicagoland area.
Okay. Okay.
But mostly focused on the south side of Chicago.
Okay. And you have a project?
For May, yes, we have
Okay.
an upcoming event. We are giving away care bags.
Okay, come on now, guys. This is
And-
where the community come in. Hey, Vincent Johnson, thank you for jumping in there. Hi, Ivy. Thank you, Ivy Horton, for jumping in there. He said, all right, Teresa. So, we got some. These are your people.
That's my family. That's my cousin Vincent, my cousin Ivy, my cousin Toya.
Okay. I'm gonna let you speak to your peeps and
Yeah.
say, hey, what's up? Thank you guys for jumping in there. Is the community asks, well, how could they get involved? And this is really why I wanted to get Teresa to the table, guys, because she just talked about having a safe space for young ladies from grade 6 to 12th grade and how important it is right now. And I don't want to miss out on that opportunity to kind of horn in on that because our young girls are suffering, y'all.
Yes.
Our young girls are suffering in silence, and not to put anybody's business out there. But I just got a hold of some information about a young lady, mentally not doing well. And it took us all by storm because I'm like, you never know, I wouldn't have expected. So guys, we got to check in on our kids.
Yes.
We have to check in on the youth, guys. We got to ask those questions. How are you today? How's it going? What can we talk? You don't have to necessarily be a parent to be a mentor in a kid's life. And oftentimes we don't want to share our kids growing up with the village, but then we mad when they don't thrive because you didn't put them in a part of the village.
Yes.
Because we want to hide our kids. We want to hide how we want to raise them. Come on now. So you got a project.
Yeah, we're told to, what happens in the house.
Stay in the house. Right. And that's not healthy. We said what happens in the house, stay in the house. But if you grew up in my household, I had aunties and uncles. So I don't even understand how that even came out. My mom and daddy, my mom, I don't even know why y'all used to say that because what go on in this household, stay in this household. It didn't matter because the aunts and uncles found out, and that was my village. That's who raised me and my sister, my uncles, my aunts, my cousins, me being in the neighborhood raised us. The next door neighbor saw you doing something wrong. You got checked by everybody and it wasn't know what you say to my child. If you talk back to the neighbor crazily, mom was like, and you said what to him? And you said what to him? To Mr. Who and Mrs. Who? It wasn't no she, her, Miss Ann. It was Mrs. You ain't put no hey Ann. It wasn't no hey Ann. It was Mrs. Ann.
Yes.
But we don't do that. We don't want to allow the village, which is your actually support system, your people that's around you, to have a hand in raising the future. And then we get upset, or we want to run to everybody else that got degrees to help them out. I'm not saying nothing wrong with my psychologist. I'm not saying nothing wrong with, because we do need that. But we will allow the MDs who ain't necessarily African American to start pushing prescriptions on our kids to say something wrong versus just letting the village raise them. So I'm going to go ahead and let that ride. So Vince had a comment. What did you say, Vince? Let me see if I can get Vince's comment up again. Vince said, the youth are our future. You're absolutely right. The youth is our future.
Yeah.
So we have to do some things to create those spaces. And I thank you for saying that, Teresa, you wish you had something like that. And because you didn't, you got involved to help somebody else. So it don't necessarily have to be what's in your household. But if you see a gap and there's a need in that gap, where we at to fulfill that? So she's fulfilling the gap, guys, and I need y'all to help her fulfill this gap. Because what's the gap that you got going on that's happening? What's the big gap right now?
So in May, in honor of Mental Health Awareness, we are collecting funds to provide hygiene bags
Okay.
for the girls in 6th through 8th grade. This year, we're working with Paul Cuffey
Okay.
and Mahalia Jackson
Okay.
in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also have a workshop where the girls we can talk about the hygiene products.
Okay.
And how they should be used.
Mm-hmm.
And just the connection between mental health and hygiene.
Okay. And actually, we need to start that early.
Yes.
Because even knowing, thank you so much for your comment, Vincent. Yes, the village. We need the village now more than ever. Yes, we do. We need to come together as a village, just knowing what the administration is trying to do to us,
Yes.
So when do we, if we're seeing the same thing from back in the 60s is happening now and we're into 2025, when do we take a stand? When do we start saying, okay, let's come together? Because we've been trying to come together for a long time.
Yes.
We've been trying to come together for a long time. It's like me and Teresa. We've been trying to get to this table for a long time.
Yes.
But we made it because we put forth an effort. But when do we decide? Y'all see the writing on the wall. We see what's happening in our youth. It's the ones that is pretty much at the hands and struggling with what's happening. It's our youth that's going to be affected. It's our future that's going to be affected. Because if they can hit us educational, and they already starting to do that, where do we stand up as the community and the village to say, hey, wherever they're doing take the fall, we're going to stand up and we're going to fight for our babies. So the hygiene products, how can they support you, Teresa? How can they get the funds in your hands? What can they do? What do they need to do? What they need to drop off? Let them know.
Well, we are raising funds via Give Butter.
Okay.
You can also Zelle us at info@distinctivelyme.org.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay. And when is the deadlines for this? When do you need this?
So the deadline is actually April 30th.
Okay, guys. So y'all know what today is. We can do this. We can do this, community. We can rise up and we can get these funds over to Teresa, guys. She is going to actually type the information in on my feed after the show, guys. It is on my Facebook page. I know I have been putting it out there. I have been putting it on my storyline. But guys, Distinctively Me. Is there a web page? Is there a Facebook page for them? Teresa, let them know so they can go right there and donate.
Distinctively Me is www.distinctivelyme.org.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Facebook as Distinctively Me. We are on Instagram as DM4Girls.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So Instagram DM for Girls, Facebook, as well as their website, distinctivelyme.org, and then Distinctively Me on Facebook. Come on, guys. If you know how important it is to give back to these young people from a hygiene standpoint, I'm going to need you to go in your pockets right now. Any dollar amount, I'm pretty sure will do. But I know I saw $30 was posted on $30 can get a hygiene kit for a young lady. Our young ladies are struggling sometimes just to even have clothes to go to school, guys, to put a t-shirt on. If you work in community services, y'all know what I'm talking about. I can raise my hands and say I see it firsthand. You know, my sister from Dunbar, y'all know my sister Thaisa Walton has been doing the prom giveaway. This last Saturday was her last Saturday. So big ups to her, guys. She was doing it for 4 weeks straight in the community. But not only do she have the prom dresses, but she started Chloe's Closet out of Dunbar because just basic clothing the kids need for school. You know, when kids come. So sometimes before we talk about it, let's find out what the situation is. Because we love to say, why she got that little small bra top on? That might have been all she had to find. Or all that was washable and wearable. So what she does is, so before we talk about them, y'all, let's try to get with them. Before we down them, let's try to understand them. So once you understand, then you can provide, like I said, that gap Where is that gap need at in the community? And I'm sure things that you're doing is not around the corner from where you live. And I'm sure where I go is not right around the corner from where I live. 6330 South King Drive is not where I live, but that is where Future Ties is. And that is where I am committed, boots on the ground, guys, to ensure that that community of the Woodlawn Grand Crossing deserve economic living to be able to sustain themselves in a community where it's undeserving. And what do I mean by undeserving? I'm talking low markets of where can I go and get decent groceries? How far can I go? How far can I go? A young lady walked up and I thank you, Sheila. Thank you for checking in. She said, hey, Teresa, great job as always serving the community. Appreciate her for checking in as well. Yolanda's on here. Hey, Yolanda. Appreciate you, Yolanda, for jumping in, guys. And we have Sheila. You know who Sheila is?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Mama Sheila.
Okay. So she got all her people in here supporting her this morning. We thank you guys for jumping in. And guys, please give us your comments, your feedback. We appreciate it. Do Teresa one big favor. If you're on Facebook, hit that share button. And if you're on YouTube, hit that share button. It costs you nothing but a fingerprint. It costs you nothing but a fingerprint, but we need to get this information out to the masses, guys. What I'm saying is about the community, Teresa. These young girls is hurting.
Yes.
They hurting. So how often do you guys meet, Teresa?
So we have monthly workshops.
Okay.
Yesterday, actually, I just onboarded new people to the board.
Oh.
So I'm happy. I'm excited. We should have some new programming coming soon.
Okay.
More marketing coming soon.
Okay.
So I'm really excited. But I did want to say, in addition to the hygiene bags, we're providing a little lip gloss, a little nail polish to help them present themselves well. We're also providing a journal. So the ladies can journal their thoughts. If they don't want to share them out loud, you can journal. And also some other mental health resources.
So how important do you think it's important to have the journal books? I mean, y'all know she
I love to journal.
Right. I was hoping she would, that was her entryway, y'all. That was her segue for her to let y'all know. Go ahead.
So I'm also a writer. So I love to write. I've been journaling as far back as I can remember. And it's very therapeutic.
I was gonna say, girl, that journalist is
very therapeutic. And like you, I love the daily affirmation.
Yeah.
Everything.
Good. She said journaling is therapeutic, and I thank you for saying that, because the young ladies, was that your idea to put the journal book into the?
No, that was actually in there already.
Okay.
We're also giving away some free books to the girls.
Some books too.
Some free books.
They got free books. Come on now. This is what I'm talking about. These young ladies need this, guys. And sometimes we said that they don't need it. If you don't ask, you don't know. And if you don't start providing. So how did you guys link up with Paul Cuffey?
So we actually gave away bags at Paul Cuffey last year.
Okay.
And I thought it would be good to go back this year and continue to build a relationship.
Okay. And that's the most important thing. If I can tell you, being in a not-for-profit is building the relationships. Whatever community you in and that you want to thrive in, guys, if you're looking to make some headway, or you feel like you do have an NFO or you have an organization and you're not really getting the traction from the community, let me give you a tip. You got to get out here to the community events. You got to let the community know you're here. So the first thing is, if you have a brick and mortar in a location, you want to stop and figure out who are all the stakeholders in that community. So you want to talk to your alderman. You want to stop by the alderman's office, your state representative office. You want to contact your local police department, your local fire department. You want to talk to the local postal department. You want to talk to all those people, and then you want to attend. I don't care where your brick and mortar is. If it's not in your neighborhood, you want to attend those community events. If they having CAPS meetings and all of those things, so that you can know who the stakeholders are. Go to the actual community, the schools, if it's a local library. So what you want to do is you want to network. Networking is so important out here, because right now, guys, as a non-for-profits out here, we're figuring out why we're struggling. A lot of us are struggling because we don't know we need to collaborate. You have to collaborate. And right now, the word is not even called collaborate. It's called collective impact. That's the new word, Teresa. They don't even call. So if y'all still run around saying, how can we collaborate? Baby, they done moved on to the new word on the grants. The grants is saying collective impact. So I just gave y'all some nuggets right there. Y'all write that down. My vision, my journey just gave you a new word for the day. It's called collective impact. And they want to see how collectively are you coming together to make an impact in that zip code of where you are. So if you out here and you getting all the substance and you getting everything and you just saying it's me, then you just gonna keep being you only person on the block. But if you really want to make some traction, you really want to make some headway, then you really need to partner with some people. So I need you guys to partner with my sister right now. And I need you guys to go to distinctivelyme.org, or you can go to their Facebook page. What did Toy say? Teresa, I need your autograph. This is dope. You got it. You got it right after this. Good morning, Mr. Bell. Good morning. He said, let's go. My beautiful wife. Thank you, hubby. Mr. Bell, my American Express card jumped in here. Sheila said, network is your net worth. Yes, it is. You want to get out here and network. So if you're not networking, then you're doing yourself an injustice if you're walking in these rooms. And when you walk in these rooms, guys, you got to be intentional. You gotta be, you can't be in here talking, who in here? You gotta be in here talking and walking, and you gotta be saying what you got going on, but really partnering with people, all these 99 back to school events and all these things, we can come together. We know Juneteenth is happening, guys. And I'm speaking right now. If you guys looking to partner with someone for Juneteenth events, you can contact myself, or you can contact Jennifer Maddox. FutureTides.org. You can go into FutureTides.org, hit that volunteer information page, put your information in there, and then let us know if you would like to partner with us. We will be having a Juneteenth carnival. We'll be having a Juneteenth carnival. It will be that Saturday. And then we'll also be doing a food giveaway on Juneteenth, guys. So we'll be partnering with some partners in the neighborhood. But if you guys are always looking to partner, if you come across services, information, you come across supplies, you come across equipments and tools, please give us a call, because over there at 6330 South King Drive, we would love to have you. And we would love to partner with you guys as well. So we have open space, guys. We have open spaces as well for opportunities to come in to do workshops, because it's not just a community center for the Parkway Garden community, but it's a community center for everybody. So we do have open space that we can share our spacing and things of that nature with you guys. But it's my hopes that all roads will lead to 6330 South King Drive. What is the date on Friday? That's Saturday, June 22nd, I want to say. I think that's the 22nd. No, the 21st, June 21st. That's Saturday. So Saturday, June 21st, we will be having a carnival. We're going to have rides out there. We're going to have the bouncy houses, because we have that. We will have vendor trucks. And speaking of, we are looking for African-American vendor trucks to participate with us this year. And we're looking for you guys to assist us with a little community giveaway for about an hour or so. And then after that, people can purchase. But this is a give back opportunity. So we're looking for vendors, guys. We're looking for you guys to link up with us. And we're also looking for other partners. So if you have resource information, such as my sister right here, you guys are welcome to have a tent and a table to come out and share your resources and your information. But I would love to partner with some more of you guys in the community about what it is that we're doing in the Woodlawn as well as the Grand Crossing area. And now we're linking up with my sister for the Auburn Gresham, y'all. It's all connected. Yes. We all South Side. And guess what? If we can come together and put all our resources together, we can spread it. We can spread it instead of us wanting to be the only person on the block trying to do what it is that we want to do. We can spread that out. So, Teresa, what else do we have going on?
Well, I did want to make a point. I know we are talking about DEI a lot in the news, and it's affecting the grants and the funding. For
yes, it is.
Nonprofits.
It is.
And so that's why it's so important to get involved with the community and get the community support.
It is. It is because, and I don't think we've reached a level of understanding about DEI. And lots of times on certain shows and from a community podcast standpoint, people can't talk about it because it gets shut down. So I want to say thank you to WBTC, because we win in victory through Christ over here. We have our own network, guys. So I thank you so much. We are 3-time Stella nominated, guys. So I appreciate being on an awesome network, guys. This is just not a fly-by-night network that we're on spreading this information, guys. This is WVTC TV network, but WVTC Gospel Radio, Detroit and Chicago. And we are known for Best Gospel Guys out of 2022 and 2023 and nominated 2024. And those awards sit right behind me. And they heavy. And they heavy. But I look to bringing more information. I look to us making more traction on WVTC. I look for more masses coming this way, guys, because this is where the information is being spreaded. This is what I utilize my platform for. 5 years. It's been 5 years in the making. And I didn't do a big celebration. Everybody's like, I didn't know it was 5 years. It was 5 years. I started out in my home. Facebook, April 9th, 2020, with Mr. Bell by my side, talking about, what you doing? My vision, my journey was birthed over COVID because I felt that there was no platform at the time. And I'll keep saying it and I'm going to say it again. I felt there was no platform at the time that talked about small businesses, entrepreneurs, and really gave out what was really happening in the community from that standpoint. Yes, the big box stations are doing it now. Oh, they love Small Business Mondays and they got all kind of go buy black and this and that. And now we got all the t-shirts out and all of those things. But where were they? Because if they were there, I wouldn't have had to start my own. And I thank God for giving me a vision to do so and a voice. And I thank everybody that has came across my table, the people that I've interviewed, guys. I have interviewed over 200 something small businesses and entrepreneurs. It is amazing. And I can say some of them started out the trunk of their cars, guys. You know, when I look back at my sister, Jada Juice, just graduated from NIU. She was 17 years old when COVID first hit. And she started her smoothie juice over COVID because her mom was like, you can't get sick. And she was like, well, if we're going to do this, I want some fruits that taste good. And she started researching, and now my sister got her own juice out there. Jada Juice, guys, and Morris Beer. Them brothers started in college because they couldn't find, right after college, couldn't find any good tasting brewing beer. And now they're in arenas down there in Wintrust. Wintrust Arena and all over, and you can find them in the stores. My brother Rick Nesco, Ventrendy Wines, Ventrendy has his own, was working for I want to say Anheuser-Busch, I think, and left college and was like, you know what, if I can be working in a way, I can do what I'm saying is sometimes we we do our own thing. So you never know. So if you have that vision, and it's bursting in you and you want to get it out, please, guys, do it. Now is the time. Do it. Write it down. Write the vision and make it plain. Because I know you talk about writing.
Yes.
Writing the vision. So, Teresa, give us some thoughts on if you had to tell a young lady about, starting her own entrepreneur journey. What would be some of the insights you would give them?
Believe in yourself.
Okay.
Even when no one else does.
Mm-hmm.
And have faith.
Ooh.
Have faith.
Okay.
I didn't plan to be a writer.
Okay.
God wanted me to be a writer.
Okay.
Because he put me in different situations where I could express myself.
And
so I'm grateful because that writing journey, built my confidence. I would never think I would be here talking to you. I'm used to interviewing people.
Right. Versus being interviewed on the other side. And I think I've had 2 interviews in my life. People don't interview me. I do all the interview, but I have, and when I think somebody asks, hey, I want to interview, I'm like, for what? To talk about what? What do you want me to talk about? But because I'm so used to asking the questions all the time. And so let's talk about some of the magazines and people you've written for.
So I first started off on a professional women's website.
Did y'all hear that? A professional women's website.
Classy Career Girl.
Okay.
And the owner is an actual business coach, and she was the one that encouraged me to start writing. So I was like, okay, I kind of like this. And then I started blogging, and then during COVID, there was a call out for writers in Chicago. The Chicago Defender needed writers in Chicago. They were outsourcing, believe it or not.
Okay.
And I applied. And because I had some experience, I had a portfolio and then I started blogging. I have a presence on social media. But the Chicago Defender, I was able to write and meet so many great people and share so many great stories.
Okay. Good. I'm so excited because she is such a quiet individual. But I'm going to ask a question. She said she just became the president of Distinctively Me. And so I wanted to kind of talk about that journey and what that feels like and what that looks like.
So I initially joined the board as a treasurer.
Didn't I tell you them
3 years
coins?
ago.
People want to know about them coins. You got to put the right financial person in spot. Okay.
Because the mission and the vision, it just really tugged at my heart. And like I said, I wish I had a group like that or resources like that when I was growing up.
Okay.
And then an opportunity came where the president at the time decided she wanted to step down. And I was thinking, like, what are we going to do now?
Looking around, who going to help us out now?
Yes.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, Susie Jones, she's listening now.
Hey, shouts out to Susie.
She encouraged me. She said, Teresa, you can do this.
Okay.
I'm like, are you sure? And she said, yeah, you can do it.
Okay. And
You
so
can do it. And so then I was thinking about it to myself, thinking, do I have the time? Do I have the capacity? And it's just, the organization is real near and dear to my heart.
okay.
The founder, Gloria, she's amazing as well. And she approached me one day and asked me, she said, I've been thinking, she said, God put it on my heart to ask you to be the president. Like,
look at that. See, won't he push you? He will push you sometime into your purpose.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me think about it because I don't want to do anything halfway.
Okay.
When I do something, I want to do it 100%.
But it was tugging at your heart.
It was.
Okay.
It was.
Okay.
Because our girls, we need it.
We need it.
We're told we can't get along. What we see on TV, we always fighting and calling each other names. And I said, that's not how me and my friends behave.
Right.
Right.
We don't. We have a good time.
Yes.
Because Teresa didn't been out with us a couple of times.
Yes.
We do. We really do. We have a good time. And I that's one that stigma, and that makes us either we're all the way ratchet or we all the way over here stank. Either we have the attitude because we do have the money, we have the education, we have the class, we have the locations, the zip codes and all those things, and we can catch flights and don't have to catch feelings and all the cliche stuff, but we really act us out sometimes. We be saying stuff, we be posting, girl, I'm catching flights, but we really think that we that cartoon character at 50-something years old. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Those are the questions I really want to know. Like, when do you get past all of that grade school attitude and mentality? So our young girls, and I see our young girls too, I don't even know, some of them either they too grown or they too young, which one is it, or you just don't know. So I thank you for doing what it is that you're doing, because you don't have kids, correct?
No.
I don't either. I have bonus kids and I have bonus grandkids. But what I'm saying is,
but I have
nieces.
I have great nieces.
So she's still supporting the village. What I'm saying is, you don't necessarily have to. Auntie Pat was another mother of mine. Hey, Michelle, thank you for jumping in. Auntie Pat was the second mama. Even though Auntie Pat didn't have it, we all got raised the village. I'm telling you, the village got raised by everybody, y'all. It wasn't just mama. It was mamas, aunties, uncles, and all of those things. So everybody have to show up. We got to show up for our future. Guys, Ramon Perry, thank you for jumping in there, guys. Make sure you check out my other media brother on Thursdays. Ramon, good morning to you. He always finds a way to jump in there. Auntie Pat is in there. I thank you so much, guys. I thank you, everybody that's watching and they came in to support Teresa this morning, guys, as well as WVTC. I hope you guys stay with me. You can catch me every Monday, I am here from 8 a.m. to 8:50 a.m., guys. Y'all get 50 minutes of motivational, transformational information to get your life right on a Monday, guys, to get your mind right on a Monday. But we come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. And I thank my village for showing up today, guys, because I hope that this is some information you can take back to help mentor the community. And speaking of mentoring the community, I have some resources before we get out of here I want to give out. Help protect your kids with vaccinations, guys. This is going to be taking place, guys. This was with the Chicago Department of Public Health. They have information, guys, on vaccinations. To find a mobile clinic, guys, call 311 or visit them on their website. I'll put this information up there, guys. But the Chicago Department of Public Health operates immunization clinics where children can get school-required CDC recommended vaccinations, seasonal flu shots, and COVID-19 vaccines at no cost. So you can get to make an appointment, GETVAXCHI. That's Get Vax Shy. GETVAXCHI.chicago.gov. So I just wanted to bring this information in from the Chicago Department of Public Health because they was at my church yesterday. Y'all know the greatest church on the South Side in Roseland, St. John Missionary Baptist Church, where Dr. A. Edward Davis Jr. is my pastor. Guys, they was giving out information, mental health, available for Chicago public libraries. Mental health services are available at 4 Chicago public libraries, guys. Edgewater, Mount Greenwood, Beverly, and Blackstone. That's what I'm talking about. Mental health information is available, guys. And it has a young person on here. I know it has it in, guys, if you can see it, it has a young person on here. And the reason why is because, like my sister just said, she is doing a hygiene drive for young people and to talk about mental health. The Chicago Department of Public Health Resources, guys, they have information. And we always saying that we don't have enough information in our community. You just got to research it, guys. This information is right here. But they have information to help us out because we do have mental illness happening in our communities. It's plaguing our communities. It's plaguing our young people. And we're not asking the right questions. We're not asking the right questions. So when you guys are meeting, what are some of the other things you guys do to check in and tap in to make sure that they're okay?
We talk about self-esteem,
Mhm.
we talk about bullying,
Mm.
and we also like to add in a creative element.
Okay.
So the girls have designed journals before,
Mm.
they've designed hats, they've painted pictures with positive affirmations on them.
Okay. Okay.
I believe we also decorated some mirrors, so when they
Okay.
look in the mirror,
They see.
they
Okay.
see their beautiful selves.
So Teresa, how do you get the girls to start to engage? Because I know, when you walk in, because it's we think it's easy to work with young people. We think, oh, just got to talk. It's hard some days to break through. How do you break through that?
So we were fortunate to have a young lady who had been through the program
Mhm.
serve as an advisor.
Okay.
So she would keep us informed of the latest topics and she would help drive the conversation
Okay.
because
Okay.
she was a little bit closer in age. They trusted her and Rachel would drive the conversation
Okay.
for us. But then, like you said, we provided that safe space.
Mhm.
Make sure they see, the same people
Mhm.
coming consistently.
Consistency
Yes.
is because one thing you notice is you can't jump in and out of kids' life.
Yes.
A lot of our youth have already been abandoned. They're going from pillar to post, pillar to post. This is not something I'm just saying. This is something I do know. Sleeping here, sleeping there, staying at this one, staying at that. How is that possible? Where's their parents? Deceased. A lot of our kids are in drug infested households, communities where parents are deceased, or parents, one might be locked up, one might be on drugs, or both are absent in the kid's life and they're raising themselves. So again, before we go to judging, we need to start finding out what could we do. How do we be a source? I told the young lady the other day, I said, if you want to solve the problem, you got to come to the source. You know, if you want to keep it going, then you keep talking to everybody else. So we need to solve problems versus just gossiping about it.
Yeah.
You know, that's, you know, so if you want to solve a problem, you go to the person, you go to the root source. If you want to keep it gossiping, keep going, and you keep spreading, you keep talking to everybody else. So we need to solve the problem. She said, thank you for empowering our youth. Teresa, yes, thank you for empowering our youth. We need to solve the problem. And I saw a need. I saw a need where I could fit in. And I thank Future Ties so much. I thank Jennifer Maddox for what it is that she's doing and what we do at, you know, at Future Ties, working with the parent mentors, engaging them to volunteer 2 hours a day, 4 days a week in our CPS schools. We have 9 schools that we're involved with where our parents volunteer. And on Fridays, they come to the center and they have workshops on professional development and things of that nature. And that's where I come into play. But it's such a joy, you know, to talk to them. But at the same time, these parents are struggling. Yeah. So we think sometimes kids just be struggling. Parents be struggling mentally just to ensure that you take care of your child in the right way, to make a decision. Do I buy some groceries or do I pay a bill? Do I put clothes on my back? Or do you know, what is it that, you know, we choose? So again, before we could start to down the community, we need to figure out what the community needs. Yeah. And right now, our youth are in a state and a despair of products, personal hygiene. And the reason I'm just talking about what she needs for Paul Cuffey, I can mention what we can use over at the community center. Our youth soap, toothpaste, of course, personal things for the young ladies, wipes, things of that nature. We're talking hairbrushes, combs. It's small things that we wake up and go in the drawer and we can pick out 15, 16, say we got a whole bunch. Like, where's my favorite comb? Right. They don't even have one comb. Yeah. And we looking for 99 combs, you know, but these are basic things. Underwear, socks. Socks. Y'all think kids just like to wear mismatched socks? They don't have them. Socks. Some of you go in and put on shoes. So guys, again, where the despair is where we are. And if you've been throwing away stuff, looking at stuff or figuring out what you could do, going in Dollar Tree, they got Coast, they got Zest, they got soap, they got Colgate, Crest, all of that. Whatever you can get, the wipes, the facial wipes, the cocoa butter facial wipes, all of that stuff. These young kids could use this deodorant. It don't matter if it say Speed Stick or Yo Stick. They can use it. These kids need it. Yeah. These young ladies need it. They embarrassed about it when they need things for their monthly. This is embarrassment when you don't have enough, you know, napkins pads for you to go. This is what we're talking about. This is our kids, our young ladies. So now I'm embarrassed if I don't have it, because if my mama don't have it, then what am I using? Or who am I stealing from to get it? Or how comfortable do I feel to raise my hand and say, hey, I think I need. So it's important what Teresa is doing, guys. It's so important, guys. Our girls need it. Our girls need it. You know, toothpaste, they need it, guys. Shampoo, conditioner. So these are things that, you know, from a hygiene, when we say hygiene kits, guys, body wash, all these things that they could utilize, guys. So I thank you so much, Teresa, for being a strong pillar in the community, guys, in the village, to ensure that the guidance of our youth is still taking place, guys. I thank you so much for coming to the table. How you feel, honey?
I feel good.
You feel good. Good.
I tell everybody this is my favorite Monday morning show.
Oh, thank you so much, guys. She said this is her favorite Monday morning show. I appreciate that, because I try to come and give you guys something to sustain you, to hold you over, because right now our voices is what's needed in the community. And you can sit here very comfortably at the Visionary Boardroom and talk about it. If you're interested to be a part of the show, you have products, you have services, you have an organization, some things that you're doing in the community, and you want to get it out there to the true masses that wants to hear about what's going on, then I ask that you please check in with Misha Thorpe, guys. That is my business manager. You can reach her, guys, at 779-324-2177. That is 779-324-2177. That is Misha Thorpe. Or you can always DM me personally and just say, hey, I saw you and I would like to be a member on your show like Teresa did. And you can be sitting right here. Because I was like, you want to come on, girl? Come on to the boardroom. Let's talk. It's like, what we going to talk about? Any and everything. Girl, I'll be sending out all that, y'all. Over here is authentic. Over here is organic. She can tell you, I'm not going to do all that. I'll be chasing nobody. I'm going to send you the information. But who's better to talk about your products and services when it's not scripted than you guys? So this is True Reality at its best. I thank y'all for stopping in. Before I go, I want to say welcome. The newest initiates of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, JASIC chapter, guys. I just want to say to my boo, Bianca Usher, baby, you did that, honey, number 15. Welcome to the sorority, guys. And yesterday, she thought enough for me to give me something. And here it is that I'm giving her something, and she gave me something back on yesterday. So it's called a journal book. She is confident. She is strong. She is motivated. She is blessed. She is happy. She is beautiful. She is enough. And she is my Soror Sharon. So thank you, Bianca, y'all. It's a journal book. And she wrote in there something to me. But y'all know, if y'all want to get to my heart, baby, give me a journal book or a cup of coffee. And it's all good, y'all. But I thank y'all for checking in. What did Sheila say? I'm the first-time viewer, and we'll be tuning. Come on, Sheila. Come on back to the boardroom, girl. We have a lot of fun on Mondays. And so this will not be your first nor your last time. Thank you. This will not be your last time at the Visionary Boardroom. Come on back.
Okay.
Come on back and keep us inspired about what's going on with the girls so that we can make sure that we are always supporting you guys, because that's what it's all about. So when you come on My Vision, My Journey, we're here to support guys. So I thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for riding this journey with me. And to my mom and my dad who laid that foundation, I want to say thank you. To my amazing engineer that's in the back today, I want to say thank you so much, Rev. I appreciate you for handling everything behind the scenes. And to my awesome guest, Miss Teresa Horton, appreciate her. Guys, make sure you all please get with her. You got her name. Send them donations. Where them donations at? Where them donations at? So send her those donations. She can use it, guys. And to my hubby, who allowed me to be who I am 365, 24/7. He puts up with me, my front, my right, my back, my American Express card, guys, my left, Mr. Bell. And you guys have been tuning in to an awesome segment of WVTC, guys. I just got one thing to say. Don't let nobody steal your joy. I don't care what it look like, what it sound like, what it feel like on today. God is in awesome and total control, guys. You all have an amazing and an awesome week. And I'll see y'all back next Monday. Peace. Bye.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ, WVTC, Allsip Chicago, and iNetworks Communication Station.